Hey guys, how are you all? Welcome to another video by me, Beyond Astro. Okay, Nikki. So guys, I'm bringing you this video, which is the solar eclipse in Virgo at 29 degrees on the 21st of September. This is the second eclipse that's happening in the Pisces Virgo axes. This degree, like I said, is at 29 degrees, which is like the critical degree. This is a degree, it's a very karmatic degree. So it's going to affect the mutable signs, which is Pisces, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Gemini. It's going to trine the earth signs, which is Capricorn and Taurus at 29 degrees. It will sextile the water signs, with the exception of Pisces, which is Cancer and Scorpio. So before I go into anything else, I'm going to be talking about the planets that are talking with this. It does conjunct, where am I talking? Yes, it does conjunct Mercury, but even though Mercury is in Libra, it's very early degree. It opposes Saturn and Neptune in Pisces. So all is really not what it seems, and how we're feeling, how we're emoting. We can feel a little bit like daydreamy. Things may or may not be real. Emotion wise, it can be very up and down for us. It does trine Uranus, but Uranus is at 1 degree in Gemini. So even though it does square Virgo, because it's at the 1 degree, it's like hovering into that Taurus. So that's why it says it trines Uranus. It does trine Pluto in Aquarius, which is also at 1 degree, because these they've gone retrograde. Excuse me. So the main thing with this is that if the opposition to Saturn and Neptune, yeah, even though we do have a little bit of the trine to Pluto and Uranus, which is sort of beneficial to us. But the main thing is that because of the opposition to Saturn and Neptune, we can feel, because this Virgo solar eclipse is not an easy in eclipse. Not only is it at the critical karmatic degree of the sign, which is like something is ending, but something is going to begin. We just don't know what it is. If we're putting into the opposition of Neptune and Saturn in Pisces, and the thing is, they are all retrograde as well. We don't know where we're coming or going. We don't know if something is real. Something can be said or felt after we're not really sure if it's right. But remember, Pisces is a sign, especially with Neptune, is not very, it's nothing is clear. So we're going to have to really double check. Just be mindful of what we're thinking and saying, talking. We might be mindful of what we're bringing in to our emotions. We have to be very mindful of any type of like addictions, people who we hang out with. Be mindful of what we are eating, because this is Virgo we're dealing with here, guys. Be mindful of what we're signing as well, because even though it's things are brand new that are coming in, we still have to be very mindful and careful. So we may feel very much on edge with this. The trine to Pluto will actually open up the sort of like portal of us to sort of see, oh, this is actually not what we should be doing. And even with Uranus being there as well, it will make things move a little bit faster. But you know, how far can we go? Are we going to move too fast, or are we moving fast enough? So it's very much an up and down solar eclipse. A lot of this energy is in the 6th house, which is like Virgo is very comfortable in. So the health and wellness of us is going to be very pivotal and very important. This is also to do with like employment as well. This is also to do with pets. Like I said, employment, pets, our health, our mental health as well. This is going to be activated big time, because it's at 29 degrees. It's like something's going to end So a lot of us may be ending some type of, workout, or what we're eating, or some type of medicine, or some of us are going to be beginning like a new journey, like a new spiritual journey. So even me speaking, I feel a little bit like, But whenever eclipses happen, guys, I always I try to have a high vibration with it, because you just never know what's going to happen. We're dealing with mutable here, even though it is mutable earth. So yes, that's very important. But the themes that are coming up with this is, I think some of us will be looking for something that's, maybe like quite sustainable, or, whatever job we're going to look at. We're going to be looking at ourselves, or trying to look at ourselves very differently, like how it's impacting us as well. And also, don't be surprised, guys, if a lot of you are very much in your head, trying to figure things out, trying to control things, work things out, and trying to bring something to our lives. But also there's going to be things that are going to be leaving our lives too. I've pulled out some cards. These are numerology cards for the collective. The first card that we have is spirituality. Now, with eclipses, it's been said, and I don't do it. I've never done it, even before I even knew. But it's been said that it's not really great to like do any like spells, manifestation. Some people do, it's up to you. But with eclipses, you just never know what energy is going to bring, because they're so potent. So the first card, which is spirituality, this card is saying to me that some of us, it's great to be tapping in, even though Virgo is not like a spiritual sign. In a way it is, because it's very much, it can go into people's minds. I'm picking up people need to start tapping in more to like their mental and spiritual side of this, because like I said in the beginning, things are not what they seem. Things can be very up in the air, or just not clear. So whatever's been said, and also because Virgo is very much about the mind, we need to see behind what's going on, and that is a form of spirituality. We also need to listen to ourselves. Virgo is a sign also that likes to spend a lot of time by itself. So that's a form of spirituality, like whether it's reading. Some of us may be, okay, this is not working for me, so let me just like sort of like write down what needs to be done, or make a plan. That's a form of spirituality as well. Journaling as well. Anything to do with like writing, to do with the hand, making plans, setting up things like that. I feel that's a form of spirituality, because you're writing sort of like into existence what you want done. Okay. The second card we got is manifestation, which is the number 8 card. The number 8 is the strength card in tarot. So like I said before, it's been said not to like do any like heavy manifestations or spells under this. But still, this card is showing me, even though it's a manifestation card, and it's a strength tarot card, it's giving us strength to believe that things will work out. It may not seem like it will work out, because this energy does carry through for the next 6 months. So I pick up with this card is just to believe that things will like pan out the way that it should. And like I said before in the beginning, it's really great if you've got things to do, like where it's writing out lists, or just writing your feelings. That's a form of sort of like manifestations, like, oh, you know what, I want to apply for this job, or I want to leave this job, because employment's going to come up heavy with this, guys. Just look what happened like 2008, when we had these eclipses activated as well. So yeah, so this is great for a lot of us to like sort of like, try and raise our vibrations. If something's not working out, we feel quite down or a bit depressed, it's really good to like write down what we would like to happen, because you never know, it could happen in like 6 months time. It's not necessarily manifesting it, it's just like writing down what I wish could happen. And it'll be good to do this like couple of like 2-3 days after the eclipse happens. This is more to do with sorting yourself out, guys, sorting out your life, because that's what Virgo is very much about, let's get this sorted. Let's not live in rust and rumble, even though some Virgos can. But it's like, okay, let's just wipe the slate clean and let's just do this. Okay? Because like I said, this energy is not easy. Eclipses in general, guys, are never really easy. Regardless if it's really great, it's never really easy. We just don't know what's going to happen. Even though me as a, spiritualist, I can say, oh, this is going to happen, that's going to happen. The opposite can happen, So, and a lot of it is free will as well. I'm just telling you what I see and feel, So, yeah, we just have to try and take it easy under this eclipse. But, yeah, and also try and see what happens, I personally do like eclipses. I'm Cancer rising anyway, so I always feel when something is going to happen, even though, I've got Mercury in Pisces, it does tend to like distort things, but I always know that, things eventually do work out, even though I can be very impatient. So yeah, guys, that's like my 2 cents worth on the eclipses. Let's get to the signs. So let's start off with Aries. So Aries, this solar eclipse in Virgo is in your 6th house. Now, if you listen to the video in the beginning, Aries, I did talk about how a lot of this energy, the solar eclipse, is in the 6th house. That's where the focus is on. So, I think this will definitely, the message definitely will send to you, and also all the mutable signs as well. So this is in your 6th house. You also, this also conjuncts Mercury as well. In your 6, you got energies that are within your inner being, your 12th house. It does trine Uranus, which is in your 3rd as well. So I feel for you, Aries, a lot of this energy is definitely focused within your work life, your career to extent, but your employment and your health. And I think this is a brand new time, or definitely like a restart, in order for you to just make sure things are on point. This is a time to also look after your mental health, mental, physical and emotional health. The fact that you got Uranus trine, you got the trine to Uranus and Pluto will definitely help you, because this in conjuncts you. So I feel that, with Uranus and Pluto trining you, this will give you this sort of oomph and okay, let's do this. So, I feel that some of you may decide to do a different type of employment, especially because this energy is going to carry forth until March next year. We got that Saturn Neptune conjunction in your sign. So you're looking for a brand new beginning, a brand new start. And this solar eclipse is going to be helping you. If you are looking to work somewhere, great time to be looking for a new job. If you are looking to overhaul your fitness and health regime, mentally, you're going to be very, you're a sign that takes care about the body anyway. But this is going to give you a more extra push, an extra oomph for you to see, okay, let me try something different. I used to do speed running or sprinting. I might want to take up doing yoga or Pilates, or some of you may even start taking up yoga, doing deep breathing work, because this energy can set your immune system on fire to a point as well. This is also great for you to be joining a new gym, working with people, doing group classes as well. If you're looking to if you're looking for help in order to what you're eating, there could be people within your circle who know someone. But again, like I said, if you are looking to change, look where you're working, and if it's hindering you in any way in terms of your mental and physical health as well, because this is a very important time for you. Next year, like I said, you've got these Saturn, Neptune in your sign. You got Saturn going back in your sign. It's a heavy one. The card that you have, Aries, is perseverance. So you may want like results, whether it's to do with like your physical body, or if it's a job, or even something to do with like pets, or if you're going to be studying anything, you may want results now, and it's going to be slow burning. So this persevere card is number 4 card, which in the tarot is the Emperor, which is your card. It is about taking action, but also being serious with it. So this card is showing me that even though things are not going to be as quick as you want it to be, you still have to persevere, because the results will be heavy. Okay, so stick with whatever you're going to be sticking with within this 6th house action. Stick with it, okay, because you will start seeing results between now and the next 6 months. Hey Taurus, how are you? So Taurus, this is a good one for you, because this solar eclipse is in your 5th house. And the 5th house is about, fun, creativity, self-employment, fitness as well, to a point as well. I'm picking up freedom as well. So I feel that some of you may be feeling a bit more free, but this is like, I feel that some of you are like, okay, I want to like do like a type of like creative project, or I want to be like start dating again. How do I do it? There's energies also that's to do with like your money situation as well. So if you're one of those like rich Tauruses, which I don't doubt that a lot of you are not, this is a time to really, pour like some of your resources into doing like a creative project. I feel that some of you have been working on some type of creative work, or something that's you're very passionate about. And this is like, or this is something that you're thinking of doing. So this new moon solar eclipse is showing you like, yeah, go for it. Obviously, you're a sign that likes to work hard. Just got to be putting the work in. Virgo is a sign that is not about cutting corners. It's very precise. So I feel that a lot of that energy is coming up. You've got the trine to Pluto in your 10th house. So anything you put out there, it will show, you will be seen. Okay, it does oppose Neptune and Saturn in your 11th. So it's not saying that you're going to see like resistance. It's just that some people might not get what you're doing, or they might be thinking, no, it's taking too long, or go for it. Your vision is clear. I feel that if some people are not on your wavelength, Tauruses, don't be afraid to do it by yourself. Still, there's nothing wrong with asking for help as well, in terms of like dating as well. Again, I feel that some of you may be a little bit cautious, but if you're free and single, why not? Some of you may be attracting a lot of attention anyway, because of like what you're putting out there, what you're creating, or even what you're saying. This is actually a fun time, Tauruses, but it does also feel like it's going to be very serious as well for you. 5th house is also about children. So some of you may, if you're in a relationship, this could be a theme. Also, if you have children as well, there may be some stuff that comes up about them. Good stuff as well. But yes, Tauruses, I am picking up some of you are a bit like, a little bit of to and froing, but really go for it. It's a very, very exciting time for you. The card you got is intuition. So you got that the opposite to Neptune in your 11th house. This can throw your intuition off a bit, or it can make you just like go from one project to the other. Again, try and stick with what you are passionate about and what you enjoy. I'm not saying that a lot of you are not like that, but Tauruses. This card is also saying that, whatever you're thinking and feeling, or have a feeling about, it could be happening as well between now and 6 months. So, and also I'm also picking up whatever you're thinking of or saying, it could really manifest. So I feel that just be mindful of what you're thinking or saying, no matter how big or small. This card is also about your intuition rising. It's a 22 card, numerology. In the tarot, the 22 is the was saying judgment, it's not the judgment, it's the Fool card. So this card is about a brand new beginning. Things, I feel with you Tauruses, whatever you're going to be putting up, it can be very fast as well. So you could also be juggling a lot as well. It could be like juggling your like love life and your children, or your creativity, or trying to get your fitness on point, or trying to work for yourself. There's a lot of juggling going on, but still you can make a lot of headway. But Taurus, you're a very creative sign. Tap into that, because that's where your future lies, especially with the trine to Pluto, which is going to be in your 10th. Whatever you're going to be putting out there, it's going to be seen. So get on it, Tauruses. Don't just lounge. Get on it, because Virgos are all about that life. Hey Gemini, how are you? So Gemini, like all the mutables, this is going to be squaring you. This is in your 4th house. Okay, what will help you with this is that you've got the trine to Uranus in your 1st house. So the 4th house is about home, your lineage, the past. A lot of that's going to be coming up. This can feel very much like an emotional solar eclipse for you, because it's a brand new beginning for you to be like moving home, or redecorating your home. I feel I can see a lot of you fixing things within the home, or if you are going to be moving, there's going to be a lot of like renovations, decorating, lots of paperwork that's going to have to be signed. It can be actually a very busy time. A lot of you, brand new time to be spending more time with family. There could be a lot of conversations within the family as well. You got the opposition to Neptune in your 10th, and you got Saturn there. So you got this 4th and 10th house action going on. Some of you may be trying to think, I feel that I'm picking up, some of you may be thinking, oh, I'll do that later. I need to work. I need to like concentrate on my career. And this solar eclipse is about, yeah, you can, but this is more important. I'm also seeing like there could be new additions to family, because the trine to Pluto, and you got Uranus going on as well. But also things can be feeling quite, some of you can feel quite stagnant with this situation, because there's a lot of responsibility and a lot of work that needs to be put within like the home structure. I'm also picking up that some of you may be having to see family as well. There might be a lot of visitors from family, or you going to visit family, like visiting like your old home, like your childhood home. A lot of that could be coming up. When I say emotional time, Geminis, there could also be some like visions or thoughts from the past as well. It could be from like you thinking about your grandparents, or thinking about when you were a child. And it could be hurts, it could be like deep thoughts and feelings. A lot of you could also be, some of you could be like spending more time with like your parents, because they might be a bit more older as well. Or you could be fixing up your parents' home too. But also this showing me that it could be a lot of conversations that goes on. For some of you Geminis, there could be a theme of like you're not really feeling like the work situation, like you don't really want to be at work, or you could be looking to change employment. You've got Saturn that's gone back in your 10th house, and a lot of you could be quite delusioned about what's going on. Could be quite bored. Actually, you may want to strike out on your own, or you may always want to do something radical and something very different. And some of you may, this solar eclipse may be saying, it's time for you to like maybe work from home, or work near home, because this is such an emotional time as well, and this is a bit of a roller coaster solar eclipse as well for everyone. You may find yourself coming and going, like I want to get out, I want to work, go out there and work, and you feel, oh, it's just too much, I want to be at home, and there could be a lot of to and fro going on. The card you got is completion, which is the number 9 card. The number 9 card in tarot is the Hermit. And we are actually in the number 9 year. So there's, like I said, there's a completion going on. And this card is showing me for a lot of you guys that whatever you're starting, complete it. If you're starting like a new renovation, if you are like buying and selling, if you are discussing anything to do with like your family home or anything to do with the past, if you're supposed to do anything, Gemini, try and complete it. You can feel bored. You can feel quite delusioned. You can feel quite stuck as well. You may not want to feel what you're feeling, but this completion card is like, you know, you have to sort of like go there in order for you to go to like the next level or the higher level. I'm not saying it's not going to be hard, but it's not going to be easy as well. But I feel that if there's certain things that need to be concentrated on, Sagittarius, Geminis, within like the structure within yourself, everything else will start to flow. But there's a lot of like deep emotional soul searching going on. Hey Cancer, how are you? So like all the water signs, you're going to be benefiting from this. This is going to be in your... My mind just went blank. I'm so sorry. This is in your 3rd house. I'm so sorry, Cancer. And I just heard writing. So the 3rd house is about writing. It's about, you know, media, journalism, it's siblings, it's short distance as well. Are you looking to move, Cancer? Are you on the move? Because I'm picking up some of you thinking, yeah, let's go, let's do this. Although, you know, it's like, I want to chill. I want to just rest. I got all these family responsibilities, or I got this work, I got this project. It's like go. It's like go time. Okay, I feel that any project, whether it's writing or whether it's anything, especially to do with communication, whether it's blogging as well, podcasting, if you have been procrastinating, if you have been starting and stopping, can't be bothered, or, you know, if you wanted to do it but things got into the way, and I believe it's like family as well, Cancer, or friends that are family, it's like get on it. Okay, it's get on it. I know a lot of Cancer risings who have started like blogging and like journalism work, and it's just like you haven't heard from them. But I feel that this solar eclipse is going to be showing you, okay, you know, it's time to take things seriously. You got the Saturn and Neptune opposition in your 9th house, which is like your higher belief system, and that could make a lot of you feel quite confused. It can make a lot of you like stop and start things, like you're reading this book, reading that book, you're studying this, you want to travel, you're getting lots of inspiration, lots of downloads, you're getting lots of, you know, you want to publish something, but it's just like, I don't know where to start. Start small, you know, listen to your intuition, because your intuition is actually very high. Meditation, yoga will help you, lots of deep breaths. This solar eclipse is going to rev up everyone's intuition. It's also going to rev up everyone. It's gonna make a lot of us feel quite nervous, and mentally you could feel like quite yeah, some of you can mentally feel like overwhelmed with so much to do. I am also picking up for a lot of you, you got the trine to Uranus in your 12th and Pluto in your 8th, that there could be some fears coming up. There could be some, that's one, I think one of the reasons why there might be some procrastination going on, like stopping and starting and forgetting as well. There could be issues to do with like money as well, like, oh, I'm doing this for free, I would like to do this and get paid. You don't know what's going to happen, Cancer. I feel that with you, there's a lot that you need to say, there's a lot that needs to be said, there's a lot of people that would need your help as well. If you're one of those Cancers that are parents, or if you're like if you want, some of you may decide you want to start up like a mum group or a dad group, or you wanna, there's something you need to say when it comes to like parenting, because you've got Jupiter, which is in your sign, and this is you're gonna be like the star of the show to a point as well. So do it, Cancer. You know, the card you got is environment. So I'm picking up like your environment's going to be changing, or you're seeking like a softer environment. You need somewhere that is very calm. So, you know, when you put the kids to bed, or if you're going to be alone certain times, just like do little by little. I know that the third house is more than writing, it's communication, but it is very much about business as well. So I feel that some of you may be thinking, the environment needs to be right, or I need to be in like a calm environment. But I am also picking up for a lot of you Cancers that some of you are feeling very, very ambitious as well. Like you got something to say, you got something to do. A lot of you, there could be like, I feel that anything you're going to be doing or putting out there, there's going to be like major contracts that can be signed as well. Remember, Cancer, there's things that people need to hear, and I feel that you're the person to do it. So tap into your intuition, seek out that environment, and say what you need to say, because people really want to hear it. Hello, Leo. So, Leo, this solar eclipse in Virgo is in your 12th house. Okay, and you got energies that are in your, sorry, it's not your 12th, it's in your second. I'm so sorry. You got energies, a lot of energies that's about money, the money situation that's going on here. This solar eclipse is making you, some of you may feel bogged down because there's so much to pay, so much to pay off, or there's so much meetings you have to have, whether it's with a solicitor about a a will, or there's debts that needs to be paid off, or there's some other stuff that you need to buy or sell. The second house is like a Taurus house, so it is about, how you feel when it comes to money. So I feel that some of you may be very much like, okay, I need to, budget properly. I need to not overspend. I need to spend on what needs to be spent. I need to like sort of like tighten the reins, because money could be coming and going, especially with that lunar eclipse that's in Pisces, that we had in Pisces. So yeah, this is the time to really like look at your finances in a strict way, that Virgo way, very like going through the books, going to see that bank manager and just like, I need to like open a new bank account because I need to save this. I need to, just budgeting. You got the Uranus trine in your 11th, and you got the Pluto in your 7th as well. So this is showing me that there's people that can be helping you. Could be your partner. You could be definitely coming together with your partner and like just sort of like doing that sort of budgeting, or it could be friends as well that could be helping you. I'm also picking up for some Leos, like if you feel that you haven't got enough, there could be a lot of people that are willing to help you, even though some of you might be feeling quite stubborn. You've got the conjunction to Mercury, which is in your 7th, in your second as well. So this is definitely about, really focusing on your money and your finances and not missing a trick. Okay, some of you could be like counting the pennies down to a T. The second house is also about what you're eating as well. So, a lot of you may be really taking care of what you're eating. You could be, some of you may decide you just want to eat a bit more healthier now. You don't want to just, because when you have like a healthier, like not diet, but like when you're eating properly, like your mind is a bit more clearer. Some of you could also decide that you want to plant, like have like a little garden, like a little veranda. You want to like plant some seeds to grow. And if you are looking to like do like another, like bring some more resources in, this is a great way to be doing it. So the card you got Leo, funny enough, is financial discipline. So it's like all what I said. Not all of you Leos are spend a lot, but some of you who do, or in just in general, this card is showing about, basically about being financially disciplined and spending what you need to spend. Because some of you may want to be going out during this time, and some of you Leos are some of you Leos could be very, 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 just like spending on friends, spending on your kids, and it's just like there's nothing left, or like you're spending and it's like, where's the money gone? So this financial discipline card for you, Leo, is just like just getting down to business, like just looking about what's going out and what's coming in. Also, don't be afraid to treat yourself as well. Just know that, just making sure that there's money in the bank. Again, like I said, some of you may decide that you want to, just grow some vegetables and fruit. That could be another way of bringing money in, or like it could be very lucrative because everyone now is doing that, so yeah, very, very financial time for you Leos. Hello Virgo, you're the star of the show. So Virgos, anyone who's got like, same for Gemini and Pisces and Sagittarius, anyone that's like 29 degrees of Virgo, this is going to be heavily, heavily impacting you. This is a strong one for you, but also for everyone a little bit, up and down. This conjuncts your Mercury, because this is in your first house. It opposes Saturn and Neptune, so in your 7th house. So this is calling towards you when it comes to like yourself, your physical body, there's going to be changes that's going to be happening within your home life, your personal relationships, business and personal, your work life as well. Things that when it comes to like, family, career. Any of you Virgos, another thing I was going to also say, if you've got like any planets in Virgo, whether it's Saturn, Jupiter, even, yeah, Saturn or Jupiter, any planets in Virgo, this is going to be heavily impacting you. So it's like I'm picking up, wipe the slate clean. Okay, if you've tried, because look back what happened 6 months ago, Virgo. Yeah, if you've tried to, I don't know, because some of you Virgos in general are very healthy people. They're very precise, very diligent. They don't miss a trick. Yeah, and you could be very critical, but I think that you obviously, when you're critical, you're criticizing yourself more. But I feel that because of the nodes that are in your sign as well, and the nodes are playing it heavily on a lot of you Virgos, I feel that I am seeing, even though I've got planets in Virgo, that if you've tried to like be as detailed or like organized as you can, it didn't work out properly that way. It's time now. It's time now. You got like these eclipses that are going to be carrying on till 2027. So it's going to be, there may be a lot of stops and starts going on. But whenever it's the solar, which is the sun, it's like, let's start from scratch. Let's not try not to be too hard on ourselves. Okay, your relationships are going to be changing under this anyway, Virgos. Some of you may be getting married. Some of you may be getting divorced. Some of you may just want an open relationship. Some of you may just want to be with your partner but live separately. Some of you, your career is going to be changing. There could be new jobs coming for you. Because you've got like the trine to Uranus in your 10th house. So, but the trine, which Uranus is squaring you at the moment, it could be bringing lots of opportunities, but it also could be like some, you could be clashing a lot at work, because how you're seeing your role, it could be different to what it actually is. With the Pluto trine in your 6th house as well, that's your house. It's about your physical self. It's about your employment. So for some of you, it's going to be playing heavily on you about, where do I see myself? It could be 6 months or 2 years or nearly 2 years from now. If I'm not happy with my job, I need to change it. If I'm not happy within my relationship, that needs to change. If I'm not happy within my body or what I'm eating, that definitely needs to change. I will say, Virgos, and some of you may not receive it, but I feel that try not to be too hard on yourself under this solar eclipse. You know, like I said, a lot of you are about, like, you guys are about purity, the physical and mental. If you've tried to be healthy last 6 months ago, or even when the nose went into your sight and it hasn't worked out because, you know, life gets into the way, you can start now, but you can have a sweet, you can have a chocolate. You know, sometimes we eat bad one day, or it could be 2 days, it could be for the week, but then we start again. You know, try not to be too hard on yourself, because Virgos in general are healthy, like I said, but not all Virgos are very healthy. You know, but some of you know what to do, but you fall off and some of you think, oh, forget it. No, just keep going. You know, I'm even saying this for myself. You know, so yeah, this is a brand new time. I can see a lot of Virgos being looking very different 6 months to 2 years from now. You know, like I said, there's changes across the board coming for a lot of you guys. A lot of you, I feel, will be in your head a lot because it conjuncts your Mercury in your sign. Really do, like, try and take care of yourself, like mentally as well, more than the physical. The card you got is a spirituality card. So I am picking, this card is saying that, again, it's about intuition, but also I feel that some of you may be starting to read the Bible or take up some type of spiritual practice because you may want to get in tune with that, in touch with that. I'm also picking up some of you maybe, like, again, scraping the book and just doing the work in a different way because the last time it just didn't work out for you, you know. So yeah, the energy can feel quite heavy for a lot of you Virgos, but I feel that even if you're doing like half of it, or you're looking to change half of your life, it's better than not doing it at all, you know, because you could be writing, okay, this is what needs to happen, this is what needs to happen, it doesn't work out, and it's just like, oh, but I put a lot of work in. You can be very hard on yourself as well, Virgos. But, you know, again, pace yourself, deep breaths, meditation. This card is about spirituality. It's time to tap into that, and, you know, all should be well. Hey, Libra, how are you? So, Libra, this solar eclipse in Virgo is in your 12th house. You got the 12th and the 6th house axis is going on. So, Libra, I feel for some of you, you know, again, the 12th house is never an easy house, especially if, as an air sign. But regardless, you have, this is about releasing, letting go, spirituality house, contemplation, completions, yoga, meditation, you know, a house of rest. So some of you may be guided to be doing that or trying to do that. Yeah, but you may have, of course, may have some responsibilities along the way, and it could be a multitude of things. It doesn't have to be just relationships. It could be family, could be work as well. Some of you may not even want to go work. Some of you may think, I just want to kick back, I want to chill. I'm tired, because you can feel very tired under this, especially with the conjunction to Mercury as well. You got Saturn and Neptune opposing your 6th house. So this is about your health, your work life, your employment as well. There's a lot of to and froing going on. Some of you may, for some of you, it's like working hard, but you need to rest. And some of you want to rest, but you need to put the work in as well. I wouldn't cut any corners with this, but I will say for a lot of you Librans, just to pace yourself, work with your energy. Your intuition is going to be pretty high on this. It can be heightened, but yeah, I do feel that if you're going to try and push too hard, it's just not going to work out that way. This is a time to like I said again, pace yourself and try not to do too much. If there is things that you need to do, and I guarantee there's a lot that you need to do it slowly. You got the trine to Pluto in your fifth and Uranus in your ninth, so that could be actually helping you. It could, if you got like any like secret projects, if there's certain things that need to be paid off, you've got bills, if you've got any creative project, if you're going to be studying, this is perfect for it. Like, you can study in your own time. If a lot of you are lucky to be working from home, again, really pace yourself, because this is not a this is really and truly not a time, Librans, for that great ambition. It's not to say that there's things that you shouldn't do or can't do. It's just saying that, you're doing it, but you're not doing it all at once. You don't want to stress yourself out with this solar eclipse. The brand new beginning. If I feel that if any of you are, some of you are opening yourself to healing your mental, physical, and emotional self, and that could definitely be due to reading books about manifestations or how you can take care of yourself, meditations as well. Another thing, some of you may be thinking, you know what, I am very creative. Let me just try and do it. Let me like start doing it a bit slowly. Let me just like work on like my drawing, or you could be reading like acting books, anything like that. But a lot of it will be behind the scenes. The card you got is actually creativity. And it's a number 3 card in the tarot. It is I just say the Venus card. It is the goddess card, Taurus, and even though it's very much a creativity card, because I do feel some of you will be working on your creative projects or your passion projects, you still have to take care of yourself. Okay, like I said, if you're going to be pushing yourself, it's not that kind of party. You'll be drawn back to, okay, you're working too hard. Did you sleep enough? Rest, sleep as much as you can, because this can also give you a bit more energy to be doing like those creative projects. Okay, Scorpio, how are you? So Scorpio, you're gonna like this. This is gonna be sextiling you. This is in your 11th house of like groups, associations, friendships, humanitarianism work. Sorry. I always, when it's 11th house, I always think of protests. A lot of you could be participating in that actually. You got the Saturn and Neptune opposition in your 5th. So I'm picking up a lot actually. I'm picking up that, on one hand, of course, it's about hanging out with friends or groups, making new friends as well. There can be friends that leave, yeah, but it's only to make way for new friends, new friendships. These people may be very highly intelligent. You can learn a hell of a lot from them. You can learn from them, if you are, again, because everyone in their own way is going to be about like, because it's Virgo, it's about like the physical body. So some of you Scorpions may want to like join a gym. Like, this is a great time to be doing like group sessions in fitness. But it's also great to be learning a lot from people in a group, not just about yourself. And with the opposition in your 5th as well, yes, it definitely can be creative. It can also be something that is like self-employment as well. For some reason, I'm picking up friends from the past coming back for a lot of you Scorpions. And when people from the past come back, doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to here to stay. Just that there's something that needs to be said and done. There needs to be an old clearing of karma coming up, because we've got the nodes and we've got Saturn in your 5th as well. So there could be a lot of that going on. You got Uranus in your 8th, and you got Pluto, which is in your 4th. So this can also bring, again, anything to do with like money, shared resources, any debts, fears as well. Things that are connecting to your home life as well. So if we're tying this all up in one, for you Scorpions, is that it's time to, I feel that if you're seeking, some of you actually, may be seeking family, friends that are like family, because I feel that a lot of you are moving away from things that are just like stagnating you or like keeping you still and not making you grow. So that could be a theme that's coming up, and it could be actually quite an intense time. The card you got is self-love. Other messages are like, try not to change yourself for people, Scorpio. Sometimes we do because we want to get ahead, but this card is saying that, don't forget to, like, self-love is like always love what you are about. You're a fixed sign. You're not going to change yourself for anyone, but yeah, this also is very much a highly creative but also a highly ambitious time for you to set like your goals, even writing it down. It does also feel like Taurus, like whatever you think and say could really and truly happen. So whatever you're writing down, like be very precise. You could be like writing it like a story. If you want to, again, change jobs or, change friendships or change anything, this is a great time to be writing it down. But it's all about self-love as well. So yeah, listen to your heart, Scorpio. But again, like Taurus, like all the sextiles and trines to other people, it's a very busy time for a lot of you Scorpions. And again, try to pace yourself because things could be moving quick in a flash. And some of you may not be knowing where you're coming or growing. But yes, very, very ambitious time. Hello, Sagittarius. How are you? So, Sagittarius, this solar eclipse in Virgo is in your 10th house of career, fame to a point as well, social standings. This is where a lot of you are going to be heading with the solar eclipse. There's lots of changes that are going to be happening. It also conjuncts your 10th house as well. So don't be surprised, Sagittarius, if you guys are going to be changing your career, looking for a new job. There could be positions that are changed. You could be from the receptionist to the, I don't know, the legal, like head receptionist, or there could be a CEO positions. There could also be changes within your job, like there could be lots of reshuffling going on. One thing I mentioned especially with the eclipses in Virgo and the nodes, is that this is about employment for everyone. So there are going to be lots of losses within jobs for, on a general sphere. Because you look back in 2008, that happened. So there can be lots of that, but also when that happens, it's like, okay, I need to do something that I enjoy doing. So regardless of what happens within your career, Sagittarius, it's what you actually really want to do. If you're in corporate, you may want to go back. You may want to do like self-employed, or vice versa. You got the nodes. You got the Neptune and Saturn conjunction in your 4th as well. So I feel that when it comes to like your career, it's like I used to do this back in the day. I no longer want to do it anymore. Or there's certain things within your like job that is bringing up too much stress and strife in your past. But it's like this is saying like, don't go back to what you used to do. Do you know what I mean? Because you got like a beautiful trine to Pluto in your 3rd, and you got the opposition to Uranus in your 7th as well. So I'm just think about what can make you happy. Think about what can make like your family happy. Like if the 10th house is also about changes within like your status. So it's like marriages. It could be a family. as well. So think about, if something's not making you happy, how does it make your partner feel? If something is making you happy, how can you like sort of like better yourself as well? This the fact that Virgo's rules your 10th house is making things a lot more serious for you. So, you know, if you are applying for anything, or if you're going to be starting anything when it comes to like your career or your social standing, really, you know, no cutting corners here. Just really be pretty precise in what you want and how you see yourself as well. The card that you got is parenting. You know what I mean? So this is showing me definitely about, you know, family life. It's showing me about, there could be, again, there could be a new addition. There could be you leaving. There could be you traveling. In a way, I'm picking up travel. I don't know why I say travel. It could be that. But essentially, your happiness is important. But also, don't do anything that because your partner wants to do it. Do something that you want for the long haul. So any like type of commitment you're going to be making, Sagittarius, is going to be for the long haul. And again, because it's a parenting card, a lot of it's to do with like family as well. So it's showing me that whatever you do, it does affect your family or people that you consider family, you know, or it could be like nieces and nephews as well. So it's very much an ambitious time for a lot of you Sagittarius, is to, you know, get serious with your career, but get serious within your relationship as well with your partner, or you know how you see yourself, because the 10th house is like the highest house. And don't be surprised if like a lot of opportunities come with this, Sagittarius. Some of these opportunities can be quite like shocking, like, oh, I didn't know that I could do that job, or I could get this position or that position. Money wise could also change as well. You know, that there could be, under this there could be a lot of like contracts that could be signed. Definitely read the small print because you don't want to miss out on anything. But yeah, it's very much an ambitious time. It doesn't come without stress and strives, because there's certain things that you want, Sagittarius, and they may not come quickly enough. You may want to just jump onto something else. So yeah, it can be that some stress and strife, and also there can be that can also be going on from home too. So yeah, but it's very much a highly ambitious time. Hey Capricorn, how are you? So Capricorn, this solar eclipse is going to affect, it's going to like, you know, trine you if you're like 29 degrees Capricorn. This is going to be in your ninth house, okay? So the ninth house is about higher learning, the higher mind, you know, learning, whether it's reading, learning, meditation, to do with like law, courts, race, religion. This could be a brand new time that a lot of you may be going into that. You know, I feel that some of you, because you know we had that lunar eclipse in Pisces, and it was in your third house. This is like, okay, you know, there may have been stuff that comes out, but this one's about what can you do like brand new in the beginning. So we may see a lot of you Capricorns like going back to college or going back to university, traveling, learning a new language, something you've always wanted to do but you didn't get the chance to do it. This can see a lot of you just, you know, I'm feeling that a lot of you are feeling very much like, okay, let's get to it. Let's not waste any time. Because Virgo being in your ninth house is quite diligent. So I feel that if you're going to be doing any courses or anything, you're going to be very selective. If you are, I was actually speaking to a Capricorn not long ago, and they're a doctor, and she was saying that she's gonna do this other, you know, she's a practicing doctor. She's qualified, but she's still practicing. But also, there's stuff that needs to be done as well. So I can see that a lot of you, if you were like, because a lot of you Capricorns got very high, like your jobs are like very like high, like CEOs or executive secretaries, or some of you may decide that you want to improve your skills in some way. So this is the perfect time to be doing it. I can see a lot of you like reading more, like there's books that you wanted to read and now it's time to read it. It definitely could be about spirituality. It could be about, you know, really taking care of like your mind. Like, so that could be like meditation, or, you know, learning things about manifestation, bettering yourself. I could see a lot of you bettering yourself with this. The fact that, you know, that got the opposite to Neptune in your and Saturn in your third house, again, like I said before, it can make a lot of you be quite daydreamy, not really sure. It's, you know, if you, there could be a mentor that comes into your life now, and they can just help guide you. It's really great to be asking questions about, you know, what your next step should be. Like, you know, I'm a I don't know, I'm a secretary, and I want to like study to be like an executive secretary. Or this is great, because a lot of, I feel that if you ask Capricorn, you know, there can be people that can help and guide you as well. But I do feel it's a very much an ambitious time for a lot of you. Like, I feel that your mind is, you're going to be feeling a bit more fresh, a bit more organized, a bit more know where you're going. This is also great if any of you are writers. If you want to get anything published, this could be a thing as well. Obviously, it wasn't really great during the lunar eclipse in Pisces, but because we're coming to the end of September, this is a great time to be doing it. Okay. And also, this can improve your money. You know, it can improve your money. I do feel a lot of you are going to be getting a bit more organized, like I said before. So the card you got is music. So I'm picking up like music can really help you, you know. There may be like past music that comes to you, like you may be thinking of a tune, and you put it on, it's like, oh my god, this is like opening, it could be like, open up your mind to so much possibilities. You can get like major downloads as well. Or it's good to listen to music, because music is really smoothing. Because even though this is a great time for you, Capricorn, you can still get very overwhelmed. You can still get bogged down in that little nitty-gritty detail, especially if you're like studying or if you're a student. This is great to be listening to music. Music can actually heal and smooth the soul. So yeah, it's actually nice that you got music, you know, because it's just saying put music on while you study. Hello, my Aquarius. How are you? So we have this solar eclipse in Virgo, which is in your 8th house. So my Aquarius, I'm just trying to plug this in. You know, I don't want my battery to die down. So Aquarius, this is in your 8th house. This is a brand new beginning to sort out your finances. Got any like debts, loans, anything like that needs to be cleared. This is a great time to be doing it. Virgo being in your 8th house is making you quite diligent. So I can see some of you Aquarius, like, not in a rude way, but like all these papers are just there, you know, for you to look at, for you to sort out. So it's like, get to it. Okay, for some of you might be tax year, you know, so that might be a thing. If there's like anything that you haven't paid off, whether you've borrowed, or I don't know, I don't even know, I don't know why steal coming to my mind. That could be a thing. But anything you've borrowed or someone owes you, it's like again, I can just see papers surrounding you guys. And you guys, you know, even though you're fixed, you can get very frazzled. Remember, you're ruled by Uranus, and you got Uranus trine, is trining you, and this is what you're ruled by. So this can make you do things really fast, and you just miss certain things. So it is asking you to like sort of slow down. You got the trine to Pluto in your sign, so it's making you very powerful. So it's making you very active and powerful. So if there's money that you're owed, even though they're your friend, it's time to ask for it back. Okay? And Virgo being in your 8th house is making you like showing receipts. Like, look, this is what needs to be paid. Look, this is what I've got. And you show them, it's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. You know? Or if you are the other themes that could be coming up is like taxes, inheritances. Yeah, you may be due you know, your inheritance can come through, you know, but there's still paper that needs to be signed. Look at the small print. Remember, we're dealing with Virgo here. Go through it. Put those big glasses on and go through it. The small fine print. Because we're dealing with precision here. Virgo's telling me that, you know, there's no time to waste, but there's no time to be silly in when we're dealing with business, because the eighth house is a house that is very much about my money owed, and this is what you have to pay. Okay, so we may see some Aquarius just be like really raggo out here, like, listen, I need my, you know, you need to pay me this. Or it's like, okay, I'm going to pay you back this. I'm going to set up a plan. This is what's going to be happening. Okay, especially when you've got Pluto on your ascendant and you've got the trine to Uranus, which you're ruled by. You know, I feel this is picking up, like, this is serious business. Yes, you've got the opposition to Neptune and Saturn in Pisces. So, like, your money situation may, like I said before, it could be very, like, all over the place. So this Virgo new moon, solar eclipse, is showing you that you've got to be very on it. You've got to be very like, okay, this is what's going to be happening, you know. And it's shared resources. So it's to do with like your partners as well. So both of you might be just sitting down and just working through like all the money and taxes and debts and people that owe you, you owe them. You know, it feels like you're going back to school, you're going back to the drawing board in this as well. But I do see there can be some money coming through for a lot of you lot as well. You know, especially because you've got the Pluto and the trine to Uranus. There could be some money coming to you. Yeah. Yes, that's what I see. But yes, when we come to your card, you have spiritual partnership. So I'm picking up that if you and your partner were like sort of like distant, this can sort of bring you together. This like shared resources money situation. There might when it's a spiritual partnership, there might be might feel a bit more of like a closeness that's coming up. Like you're working together, you're not working apart, you're actually communicating, you're talking. Or, you know, because eighth has to do with fears as well, because there could be fears of like less, you haven't got as much. And that could be like, you know, whether you're working enough or your partner's not working enough. And, you know, like I said, I do feel that there can be some form of money coming in for you guys. And it's not just to spend it off, it's just to really balance it. So it could be very spiritual. It could bring like a closeness. Another thing, some of you may feel that you may not be able to emote. So it's really great to be talking to someone on a spiritual level, like how you're actually feeling on a deeper level. I know it's hard for a lot of you Aquarius, but this eighth house action is going to really transform you, and I feel it's going to be for the better. It's going to be very annoying, but it'll still be for the better. Okay. Last but by no means least, we have Pisces. Yes, you hear the sirens. So Pisces, this is in your seventh house. Okay, you're going through it. You know, you got the nodes in your sign, and you know you and Virgos are going through. All the mutables are going through it. So the fact that, you know, we got Saturn in the 29 degrees retrograde in your sign, yeah, and you got this eclipse 29 degrees. So it's like, it feels like a bam bam double whammy for you. So other themes that's going on, this is opposing Saturn and Neptune in your sign. Okay, and everything I said in the beginning, you know, listen to it, Pisces, because it does affect you. It does, you know, you're going to be feeling it. Okay, and this is in your seventh house. This is about relationships, business, personal, contracts as well. So that could be a theme that's coming up. Like a lot of you, even though it's going to be a bit of annoyance, like there could be issues that's coming up in a relationship. There could be marriages, there could be divorces. There could be you seeing that there's certain people that are like working against you. I think if there is happening, you will see it. Okay. And I think if you're not being bad mind, it can work in your court. It can work in your favor. So I don't know if you were meant to write something and you didn't do it properly and you blame someone else. It's like, no, you did it, Pisces. Or, you know, anything like that. I think that there's certain things that can work in your favor. But the good thing about this is that like I said before, if you're being honest, yeah, and there's something going on and it's not happening for you, not working out for you, now it can, because you may be able to see that, you know what, I'm right and you're wrong. This is why. Yeah. The seventh house is about open relationship, open enemies. Okay. But yeah, especially you got the Saturn Neptune opposing this as well. You're the star of the show with Virgos with this. So even though it is about contracts, and it's all about your physical self, your physical body, your career, relationships, jobs, you know, where you live, it's that type of thing that's happening. Now you got the trine to Pluto, which is in your 12th house. So, you know, if anything anything you're feeling, Pisces, is going to be very much on a deeper level. I feel that also anything that wasn't seen, you're going to be seeing it, because you're going to be having that sort of like downtime. Your intuition is going to be very high. It's going to be also very heightened. And the trine to Uranus in your 4th house as well is, you know, these are like spiritual houses. These are houses that are going to be activating your home life. It's going to be activating your spirituality, should I say. This energy, again, like I said before, is not going to be easy for all you mutable signs, but I feel that if you are working with it on a sorry, Pisces, it's really strange having these sirens, because it's like it actually probably feels like a warning for a lot of you Pisces. Like, you know, just do good. If something's not working out, don't like do any like crazy shadow work. Just try and be as honest as you can, because your relationships are really changing. Like I said, the trine to Uranus in your 4th house, it can bring blessings at home. It can, you know, because whatever happens at home, it does affect work. It does affect your relationships. So I feel that some of you will move, you know, with your partner. Like if you want your relationship to work or go to the next level, you lot might move. Also, now a theme with this is that there could be children. You know, if you are looking to get married or have children, this could also be a theme that comes up too. Not going to be about its drama, you know. But yes, the card that you got, Pisces, physical activity. You know, and it's funny you got this card, because Virgo is about movement of the body, is about health and wellness. And even though it's in your 7th house, it is about your body, it is about your health and what you're eating. So 7th house, physical activity, yeah, get on it. Get on it. I know a lot of you Pisces, and some of you have stopped and started getting healthy, because Saturn's been there, Neptune's been there, the nodes have been there. Remember, I'm Pisces as well, so I get it. You know, you're trying to be as healthy as you can, but remember, it's hormones as well. It depends on your mood, your emotions. I feel this is a great time to be doing it. Remember, we're still in the lunar eclipse in your sign, even though it happened. It's still there. It carries on for 6 months. So a lot of you Pisceans are actually working through any like ailments, especially if anything to do with like your feet, your emotions. A lot of you are starting to get, you know, a bit healthy. It doesn't really matter if you stop and start, Pisces. I know that a lot of us can be hard on ourselves. Like, I've been good for this week, and no. Getting healthy is always stop and starts. But once you could say program yourself, you know, or something dramatic happens, you have to stay on course. You know, this physical activity card, I love to see it, you know, because even me myself, I'm trying to be as healthy as I can, you know, but again, I love sweets. A lot of you, you know, love sweets. And this eclipse is very much based, a lot of the energy. You got the sun, moon, you got Mercury, you got Mars, you got Lilith. It's all in the 6th house. So this is telling us that we, you know, not we, well, me as well, but still, you need to get on being as healthy as you can, because a healthy mind, it clears the path in order to see what exactly is going on. Try to be as healthy as you can, should I say. So yeah, a lot of don't be surprised to see a lot of Pisceans on social media showing off their muscles and all of that. But yes, it's a big time, big transformation time in your relationships, Pisces. So guys, that was the solar eclipse in Virgo for all the signs. Thank you guys for staying and listening. Thank you so much, guys, for your patience. Thank you for my new subscribers. It's very much appreciated. Because we're in September, guys, there's a lot of stuff I'm going to be bringing up now when it comes to like I'm trying to, as possible, to do more, you know, like new moons. I'm also trying to I'm in to and fro in when it comes to like the monthlies as well. I might go back to it, I don't know, but for now I'm just concentrating a lot on like the moons and solar eclipses, and also like the generations. But still, you never know. Remember, we're in like uncertain times. But yes, guys, there are more stuff. We're like 3 months left of the year, and there's so much coming up. Like next year, we have it's a number 1 year. We have the Saturn Neptune conjunction. I've actually got it, guys. So really check it out for all of the signs. That's one of the major big ones that's happening next year. And like I said before, it's going to affect Pisces. It's going to affect all the mutable signs for the next 36 years, you know. So I will be doing like more tarot, especially for like next year, the number 1 universal year. There's gonna be other stuff that's gonna be coming up, especially the 2026 astrology, because that's gonna be very wild. We are in the mid-decade, and from 2026 it's gonna be like 4 years and this decade is done. But next year is like the pivotal moment for all of us. It's a brand new reset. Okay. But once again, guys, thank you. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know, write your comments, and yeah, I will see you guys very soon. Take care. Bye.